Ta-da. Hello everyone, this is JP here from JPG, the channel that's going to bring you more manga and anime which I absolutely hate. Today, I'm going to be discussing why I do not like Beastars anymore. It had a good beginning, middle, and it's just taking a dive right now, and it's pissing me off a lot. Today, I have the somewhat complete manga set, as the manga for English hasn't been completed, so I have no idea how to read it. But so far, with all of these books, I can give you a general idea on how it rose to success, and now it's just tanking. So let's begin. Starting off with the first 6 books, this is where the anime really starts. This is where it starts and this is where it ends, the first 6 novelizations. And honestly, it's not that bad. About just a gray wolf who is in love with a rabbit, and obviously it's like Zootopia, you know, carnivores and herbivores don't mix, therefore it's a hard time for them to even get to know each other. Except in this world, unlike Zootopia, there's huge consequences. Animals eating animals, and it's deadly, it's violent, it's terrible. So obviously he's got to go against his carnal instincts, and then all of that just winds them into them trying to date each other. It's kind of interesting, it's kind of whatever. I really liked it, and so far that is going to be the beginning of the story and how it starts. Not bad, but certainly not perfect. The next 5 books in the series are going to be where season 2 in the anime really drove it in. I hated this part so much. Legoshi, the main wolf, is very unlikable in this whole thing because you think he has a sense of justice, right? He wants to try to make sure that the world is in harmony. Any person who's eating animals really shouldn't be there. And then he tries to bring these people to justice, right? Stop them from eating animals. He too also deals with this plot. He doesn't want to eat herbivores anymore, or at least try to. The way he goes about doing this sucks. He tries to just beat up on everyone, and then, spoiler, this bear here murders one of the first characters we see in the first edition. Some goat or something, I don't know. Anyway, this bear murders, and no one knows who he is except for Legoshi. Legoshi figures it out, he puts the clues together, and then he just knows. And then instead of going to the cops, he's just like, nah.
I'll fight you myself.
And he sucks at it. He sucks at it. Usually like the main character or whatever, and they're like, I'll deal with this myself. They take a few jabs or whatever, and then all of a sudden they're dead, and then the final last hope, they again find the power of friendship. Such a stupid trope. And then they muster up all their power, and they finally defeat the big bad guy. No, that's not what happens at all. A deer named... Ian or something? Ian from Smosh comes in, and he's like, no, you need strength, you're not going to live with this fight. And obviously he's not. Legoshi's dying. This bear is absolutely f***ing him over, and he's like, I'll give you the strength and then eat my leg. So Legoshi eats the deer's leg, and that does nothing. The cops end up arriving and arrest both of them. So this whole time, he just gets his shit kicked in, and that's it. That's the whole thing. Amazing plot, isn't it? So then we come to the next part. That is the end of the season 2 of the anime. So I'm going to be divvying this up because the anime hasn't been finished. This is going to be the next part. This is going to be the next part, and more focuses on him living alone and finding friends and working against a gang called the Shishigumi, and also trying to bring someone called Melon. What a dumb name. Melon is this character right here, and they're trying to bring him to justice because of his influence in the black market. The black market is a place where meat eaters can buy meat without the public knowing, because obviously herbivores don't want to see, you know, their own kind on display. So anyway, he has a big influence in there and tries to rile the animals up to try to start another civil war or something. I don't know. And these 5 parts all follow Legoshi and his struggles to do absolutely nothing but get his ass kicked. He gets shot twice in this part. 2 times. He deals with a gang first, which is some gang or whatever. They told him not to approach. He ends up getting shot. And then the second time, he gets shot by the guy, Melon, who he's supposed to bring in with the Beastar, who is this guy. This guy hires Legoshi to do a task with him to try to bring Melon down. I don't know what it is, but he just goes along trusting him. He's like, oh, sure, he's not a bad guy. He wouldn't possibly do anything. Boom, shot, dead. Or sorry, not dead. He never dies. I don't know why, but he doesn't ever die. His mother, which I think this is the most beautiful part of this. His mother, she's half Komodo dragon and half wolf, which gives her a terrible look when she got older with scales and fur.
Hello, this is the editor. I just want to say that that part about Legoshi and Legoshi's mom being part lizard and part wolf, it just got me thinking. Legoshi almost screwed a rabbit. So if Legoshi's part wolf and parts lizard, and he almost screwed a rabbit, I would love to see that genetic pool.
You're welcome, Rule 34. So she never left her house. She never even saw her son. She would poke a hole in the door to view her son, but she would always be kept in complete darkness. And they do this in the manga. They always make sure that she's obscured in shadows, so you never ever get to see the hideous abomination that she has become. And I think that's amazing. You never ever get to see it. And it's up to imagination. There's a lot of concept art which paint her as a beautiful creature with scales and fur, but obviously not. She was so horrified at her own looks. And again, spoilers, she ends up killing herself before her son turns like 9. So obviously his grandpa takes him and brings him in. And honestly, I wish the book focused more, or the whole manga series focused more on this whole dynamic of creatures that are interbred and then they look just terrible and they end up committing suicide. I wish the book focused more on that, but nah, bro, we gotta watch Legoshi get shot for the 8th time. And that's where we go into our next part. By the way, this is a side story about just stories within Beastars, the universe. Has nothing to do with anything else. So, the next 4. So, Melon has stirred up some gang war activity. So, Legoshi's gotta train, and he trains hard. So, in the 19th novel or so, he finally meets a rabbit who shows him how to use his stand. And by stand, I mean the JoJo version of it. A manifestation of your own character, and his stand is a wolf with a rabbit's head. It is the worst thing ever. It's like a it's like a fucking Metal Gear Solid 2 plot or something out of fucking nowhere. This happens for no reason explained whatsoever, and Stacker bringing like 8 other things into it. Maybe not a Metal Gear Solid, I've never played that, but yeah, anyway, this rabbit does nothing but train him, and once he got his training done, you think, oh my goodness, dude, he's gonna beat every gang member's ass, bring Melon to justice, and save the world. No, the manga's obviously not done. From what I've seen so far, number 20, he just gets his shit kicked in again. They throw bombs at him, and since Legoshi is kind of a little bit of a reptile, he can regrow a lot of his stuff, like his teeth or whatever. They don't explain that till number 20, which is shocking. I didn't know that until then. I can't believe it took him this long, but he can regrow his limbs or whatever. And then the lizards who are beating him up, they're part of a gang that he invoked or something. He went up and was like, I hate you, and they're like, okay, let's fight. So they end up beating him up. They throw bombs at him. He's coming back. He's like, oh my god, I'm about to die here. And all of a sudden, he's holding their tails, because they cut their tails off and have like bombs on them, and that's how they use them, because lizards can regrow their tails. And he holds onto their tails, and they look at him and they're like, oh, you hold on to our tails? They're like, yeah, I thought you could reattach them. Damn, that's crazy. I can't believe that, bro. And they end up being friends with him. That's not a joke. That's actually what happens in the stories. They befriend him after trying to murder him several times because he held on to their tails that were already cut off. Do you see where I'm going with this? The main character is so stupid, and the rest of the situation make no sense. Why would you do that? Why not pull out a knife? Why not shoot the bitch? Just execute him on the spot. Nah, bro, he a real one. He held on to our fingernails when we cut them off. We'll help you bring down Melon. Anyway, I don't recommend picking up any more of these mangas. I really don't. There's nothing left of the story. The main character sucks. He never improves. He's always at the same state. I don't know what he's fighting for. I don't know whether he's trying to fight for herbivores to make a new future, because it obviously doesn't seem like that. And if he is, he's doing a terrible job at it. He's just getting his shit kicked in. And if you kill Melon, that doesn't solve the meat eating problem. That just solves gang rivalry problems. And that's not even your concern. I don't understand. And with the whole thing centering around a character like that, I cannot continue with this. It's physically killing me. I probably will continue because I'm already invested. It's like watching The Simpsons when you were younger and then watching it now. You kind of just do it because it's natural. You don't do it because it's good. So yeah, that's going to be my complex review on the Beastars manga. So anyway, hope you all have a good day, and I will see you all in another video or live stream.